Hey guys, it is a beautiful day. I am ready to get started. I have my coffee. I just went to coffee with the husband, and this particular coffee shop, I'm almost finished with it. I'm getting there. This particular coffee shop has, where you can go for to pick up, DoorDash orders and I think mobile orders as well. And there was a cup of coffee that has been sitting there for a very long time, and I'm thinking to myself, I hope that's not a DoorDash order, because if it is, that customer is going to get a very cold cup of coffee. I didn't see anybody go in there and pick it up, but after a while I wasn't even paying attention to it. But anyways, I tried turning on my DoorDash app to see if I'd get pinged for it. I couldn't get on, so I don't know if it was a DoorDash order, but it was sitting on the stand that said DoorDash, so I don't know. Anyways, I have my coffee. It's almost gone, and I am ready to get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these apps turned on and see what we can get out here. It is a nicer day. We'll see how the day goes. Sometimes when it's nice out, people are out, dining in, or they're just not ordering. Hopefully we'll get a spark, but we'll see how it goes. So let's go ahead and get GrubHub turned on. I am gonna go ahead and toggle that on to taking offers and go right on over to Ubereats. Hit the go button on that. We are on, and then DoorDash. Oh, I'm able to dash now. Like I said earlier, it would not let me on. Sometimes that happens, and if I check back a few minutes later, I'm able to dash now. So I'm gonna go ahead and dash now. I'm just gonna say 4:30. We'll just start there. And the usual: charge phone, enough gas, red card, hot to bag, start dashing. We are on, and to good old Spark. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit Spark now. We'll just say 6:30, turn on, and we are on for all the apps. We're gonna hang out for a moment and see what comes in, and hopefully keep these wheels moving. All right. The order started coming in, and I got an offer from DoorDash for PF Chang's for $6.75 for 3.5 miles. And I'm like, this isn't too bad of an offer to get the day started, right? So I'm going to hit the accept button, but because my phone holder's, close to the window, I really have my AC on, and my phone is completely frozen up, and I'm trying to hit the accept button. It would not go through. My phone's just completely frozen. So I have had the AC on, trying to cool my phone down. I think I'm getting something right now from DoorDash. This is really bad. 7.6 miles for $5. That's an absolute no. I'm gonna go ahead and decline that. And I think my phone, I'm having issues right now with the phone. I gotta put it back up to the AC, too small. Yeah, so it got frozen and I wasn't able to accept the offer. And then of course, I'm cooling down my phone. I have other offers coming in, but they have been unreasonable. Excuse me. What is this? Oh gosh, it's another bad one. DoorDash, $3.25 for 5 miles. That's a no-go. Decline. Too small. Yeah, so I had a decent one to get the day started, but I guess I gotta keep the AC on my phone, but I need to really cool it down right now. But what I was gonna say, oh, I got a Spark coming in. Now, it's $8.20 for a Walmart pickup for Spark for 3.5 miles. Let me see what it is though. That ain't too bad. It's one item. I might take it just to get the wheels moving. Start at one item, that should be easy. It's 3.5 miles. And hopefully I can catch another order. I'm gonna go ahead and accept that. Let me see. And it's an ASAP pickup, so it should be ready, and we can go get that dropped off. I'm on my way to Walmart to go pick up this order, but while I'm on the way, I wanted to talk about a scam that's been going on, it sounds like, for a bit now, and I'm sure some of you guys have heard of this. So I am on a GrubHub order the other day at a restaurant, and I'm over there talking to another driver. And he tells me he got a phone call from somebody that was supposed to be from DoorDash. He was on a current order, or on his way to a current order. And this person, pretending to be a DoorDash employee, had information about the order that he was on and saying that they needed to cancel it. Anyways, they sent him a code to his phone. He gave them the code, and then his account got emptied out, his DoorDash account. And this isn't the first time that I've heard about this. I actually heard about this probably a couple weeks ago. But running into him and then hearing somebody locally that this had happened to, I'm just like, this is pretty bad. And I know some of you guys have probably heard about this, but for those of you that have not, there is people going around impersonating DoorDash employees, asking for your code, your verification code, and that's how they are cleaning out your account. So I don't want this to happen to nobody. I personally, when I'm out delivering, I don't answer my phone. If it's important, they can leave me a message or send me a text message. But yeah, they're calling, impersonating a DoorDash employee, sending you the verification code, and I guess they have information about the order that you're on. So it sounds legit. Everything sounds legit. I will leave a link to a video about another DoorDash driver that this happened to in another state. Let me know if you guys have heard about this before, or if this has happened to you or somebody that you know. If you do get a call from DoorDash and they're asking for your verification code, do not give it to them. What I would do is I would tell them I am going to call back the DoorDash phone number, not the phone number they called you from, but the actual customer service phone number for DoorDash, to verify what this person is saying. Because one, they shouldn't be asking for any personal information or your verification code. So anytime anybody calls asking for any personal information, or they're wanting your security code and you're not aware of any issues, I would call the company back with the actual legit phone number to verify everything, because these scammers are getting so good impersonating people that you do business with. It's just better safe than sorry. Nothing's that urgent to where you need to verify your personal information or give them a verification code, because that's what they're doing these days. Because a lot of companies are setting up two-step verifications with verification codes to prevent this, and now the scammers are sending you the verification code and having you give it to them and cleaning out your account. So definitely something to be aware of. Nobody wants their money taken. You know, that's just frustrating. The one thing that I will say that this guy had told me is that DoorDash did refund his money. He also did tell me that he got deactivated a few days later. I don't know why he seems to feel that it had something to do with that. I would hope that it didn't have anything to do with that. It wouldn't make any sense to me that he would get deactivated for fraud that happened on his account that wasn't his fault. So I'm not sure all the details about that, but I do know that he was refunded for the money that was taken from this scammer from his account. But he did say he ended up getting deactivated. But definitely don't want this to happen to anybody, because that can just ruin your day, set you back, all kinds of things. So we are almost to Walmart, and hopefully everything will go smooth and get this order and get it dropped off. All right. Awesome. That was very quick. Thank you. All right, guys, quick. So I pull up, I'm in the reserve parking spot one, and usually with this particular Walmart, they told me with the express deliveries, I guess this is an express order, they said that I can just pull up and they'll bring it out. Well, my phone is saying something different. It's saying it's a .com front door entrance. Look for designated area at the front of the store. So I'm thinking to myself, well, they told me the express orders, I just pull up and, you know, they'll bring it out to my car. Well, there's nothing for me to choose my spot that I'm in. So I gave them a call with the number that's on the sign, and they told me they'd bring it right out to me. And sure enough, here it is. We're gonna get these wheels moving. I am gonna go ahead and scan this, and customers shouldn't be too far away. So I'm gonna go ahead and start delivery, and let me see how far they are. But this is simple drop off. So they are 8 minutes, 3.4 miles. Let's go get this dropped off, and I will turn on my other apps in a couple of minutes, see if we can catch something on the way there. All right, the Walmart order is dropped off. It was a house, easy to find, so that was a pretty simple, easy order. It definitely helps that the order's ready when you get there and they bring it right out to you. So on the way here, I did turn on my other apps. Of course, there was orders that had to be declined, low pay, high miles. I did end up catching an Ubereats order for $9.27 for 5.5 miles. And it worked out perfectly because where I dropped the Walmart Spark order off, Fred Meyer's, and this, I've never picked up from Fred Meyer's either. Fred Meyer's is literally right around the corner where I got to pick up. And it looks like I have to go to the pharmacy from what it looked like. So this is interesting. I've never had to pick up in here. And yeah, but the pay is decent, mileage is decent. So we're going to go get this done. All right. Which side is the pharmacy on?
You're just gonna walk right in. It's gonna be right.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Hi, I'm here to pick up an order for script drop for that customer.
If you ever have to come again, don't wait in line. Go right to the drop.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, that was super easy. I just had to ask one of the employees where the pharmacy was because I had no clue. And this is kind of like a bigger grocery store, the retail store. So I didn't want to go walking around. So they pointed me right in the direction. I actually parked on the right side of the store. So I just walked right in and it was right there. There was a few people in line at the pharmacy, but it moved really quick. And the employee at the pharmacy informed me that if I have a future pickup, not to wait in line, that I don't have to, that I can just go over to the drop-off side and let them know the order that I have, just in case there's a line, so I can get in and get out, which was very thoughtful of her to mention. So customer is 8 minutes, 2.9 miles. When I get a little closer, I'm going to try to catch another order and keep these wheels moving. So far, everything is going smooth. These past two orders worked out great because they were right by each other. All right, Ubereats orders dropped off. It was a house. It was easy to find, so that went really smooth. On the way to the drop-off, I did turn on my other apps, and I actually got a couple of GrubHub. GrubHub's usually slow for me, like I've mentioned. I got a PF Chang's order for $5.69 for 5.5 miles. That was a decline. And then right after that, I got an order for Qdoba through GrubHub, $6.83, 1.5 miles, a lot better. So I am heading there now. It should be ready because I did receive it a few minutes prior to drop off. So I am heading there now. Yes, for Colleen H with GrubHub.
All right, right here.
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. All right, order was ready. Everything is going smooth today, and I'm getting some good orders. I mean, of course, there's the bad ones as always. So customer is 1 minute around the corner. Says 0.5 miles, but it's right around the corner. It is an apartment. The customer did leave their building number, which I very much appreciate. I feel like I know which apartment complex this is. If it's the one that I think it is, it's usually a little bit more difficult. So definitely appreciate the building number. So hopefully I can find it pretty quick. All right, guys, we're on our way. All right, GrubHub order is dropped off. Now, like I said, this complex has always been one of the more complicated complexes in my area. The map doesn't help you with the information that the customer provides you, and it's usually the same thing. Customer will give you the building number they have, which on the map, it doesn't match up to the building numbers the map has. I think they've been changing stuff at this complex. It's very confusing. Sometimes the GPS will take me right to the building. In this case, it told me it was the building next to the leasing office, which, looking at the apartment number, it didn't make any sense. So I had to stop at the map and locate the apartment number, which is really small, so I had to get out of my car and then figure out where the building was and kind of navigate to the building to get it dropped off. And when I was on my way to navigating, the customer actually sent me a map, circled where she's at, where I probably was at, to get there. But by the time I got her message, I had already dropped off the food. So always a little complicated here. Sometimes it can go smooth, sometimes it doesn't. And anyways, I found it. I've dropped off at this complex too many times, so I'm starting to get used to it. Like I said, it's one of the more complicated apartment complexes. Nothing makes sense. But she got her food. So when I was on my way here, I did get a few other offers, and they just were no good. I got one for Faux Gabo from GrubHub. It was for 8 miles, $8.83. No go. Another GrubHub. GrubHub's been rolling in today for Chick-fil-A, $4.20 for 3.1 miles. And then DoorDash, $4 for 7 miles. That is just backwards right there. And of course, I held out as I usually do, something that makes sense for me, that's more reasonable. I ended up getting an order for Red Robin, 0.9 miles for $6.50. I am heading there now, and the food should be ready. Do I need to check in with you guys? I was here yesterday and he said I needed to check in, but usually I just go to the shelf and pick it up. Does it matter?
We usually like to know.
I wasn't sure if you guys change things, because I know sometimes the restaurants do. So it's for Lexus.
Yeah, it should be all
Yep, it's right there.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Thank you for checking it out.
I wasn't sure if it was like your guys' new policy or...
No, we just prefer, because we were getting people like grabbing the wrong thing, and some other drivers were coming in
that
and
makes
just grabbing
sense.
stuff. So we're kind of trying to get a hand in it a little bit.
Gotcha. Okay, appreciate it.
If it's quiet like this, it's usually not.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Have a good day.
You too. All right, I got the Red Robin order. It was sitting on the shelf. Customer is 3 minutes, which I think it is less than that because they are at a business across the street. It says 3 minutes, 0.4 miles, but it's less than that. So we are dropping off probably somebody's late lunch. But yesterday when I went into Red Robin to pick up an order, usually, you know, they have the shelves and you just go right in and match up the name on your phone and grab your order. Well, I went in there yesterday and somebody that worked there was like, no, you got to check in with us. I need to check you in. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know, has things changed? And you know, some of the restaurants, things have been changing because orders are disappearing off of the shelf. One, somebody's going in there helping themselves, or maybe a driver's grabbing the wrong order. So I'm like, okay, kind of threw me off, but understandable. So the person that had stopped me then, you know, went and seated somebody, so I'm having to wait around. I see my order on the shelf, which I want to get to going, but all right, I'm going to be patient. So I go in there and there's barely anybody working. There's nobody around, and I see my order on the shelf, but I'm like, you know, are we supposed to check in? Like, what's going on here now? Anyways, the person told me, you know, if it's slower or whatnot, then, you know, you see your order, go ahead and grab it. If it's busier, you know, they're wanting people to check in because of orders disappearing and, you know, other drivers coming in to pick up the order and it's not there, which causes problems. Totally understandable. So I guess it's, you know, something that they're trying to implement, which makes sense. And the guy that I spoke to yesterday did say he was a newer employee, so they're obviously training him on checking the orders. So anyways, I got the order. We are here in the parking lot, so I am gonna go get this order dropped off. And this is a funky intersection that I'm at. You gotta watch out because cars are coming in fast, and if you ain't paying attention, then because they don't got a stop sign, I have the stop sign, and yeah. Anyways, let's go get this order dropped off. drop off for Lexus.
Lexus. If you don't
You leave it over
just
there.
dropping it up to the
Cool.
ladies up there.
That works. Thank you. Perfect. Awesome. Cool. There you are.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Isabel.
All right, Red Robin is dropped off. The customer wasn't around, so the girls told me to leave it at the front desk with another girl, and I messaged them that it was left at the front desk. So I'm sure it's probably their later lunch. So that is all good. Today has been a very smooth day. I wasn't sure how it was gonna go. Sometimes when it's nice out, it can be slower because people are out dining or just enjoying, you know, the nicer weather. But today went smooth. My wheels have been rolling the entire time. There's always, you know, the bad orders, but I always wait and hold out and get an order that's worth my time. So it is time for me to get some food, and then I'm going to go back out later and do some more orders. So appreciate you guys riding along as always, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.